East. Hello. So I decided I would come over here for a hot second before I go and do all signs on my other channel. So today is the autumnal equinox, which means Libra season has officially begun, which means that Virgo season is officially over. So for all of the Virgos, happy belated birthday. And for all of the Libras, happy birthday season. I was gonna say happy early birthday, but I'm sure there's a Libra whose birthday is today. Somebody's birthday is today somewhere. Well, dreams have been kind of wild, or last night in particular. Well, I guess it's been they're escalating in wildness. Also, I know the angle is well. I guess you can't necessarily tell. The angle is a little whatever, but it's fine. I watched, I think it was a Pisces video I did a minute ago the other day, and I was using the Threads of Fate tarot, both of the tarot decks and the oracle cards, and I was like, "Eve, it is for now. We're gonna do this channel first, and then I'm gonna go to the other one." I feel like I want to use this channel more, but I was inspired by you to pre-record videos and release those over here. Um, okay, well, I had the thought to do it, but obviously that's not happening. But I mean, it could still happen. Oh, who is this? So I'm using the darker tarot, which is the Ascendant edition, I think. Yep, the Ascendant edition, and then the Journeyman edition of the same deck, and then the Oracle cards. And what I'm going to do on the other channel is I don't know if I'll have enough space. Darn it. Actually, I might. Three, one, two. Ooh, it'll be tight, but I will. I'll I'll have. I'm gonna use both. We'll see when I get over there. Are you really? Are you? Woo! That's exciting. I feel like that's a safe time to do it too. You know what I mean? So I brought my Stranger Things deck home, and I took my D&D tarot to work because I have a friend there who plays D&D. Um, and I've had it. Today was the second day, so I took it yesterday. Um, Actually, I might have taken it the day before yesterday, and I was gonna show him the cards, but we ain't made it that far yet. Um, so, I mean, I'm still out of the broom closet, but I haven't shown him that deck. So, you know what I mean? Anyway, that's exciting. Who came out? Oh, wow. So the Anchor and the Eight of Wands fell out when I was shuffling the deck. The Anchor is this deck's Emperor, and look at the Eight of Wands. We see that same Emperor energy, but instead of the two swords, it's these eight wands, four above, four below. It's interesting because we're in now Libra season, and the Emperor is Aries, which is the opposite of Libra. And with the Two of Swords behind the Emperor, it almost feels like, well, I guess that kind of sort of makes sense in that way. It almost feels like, how are you? Did I ask you how you are? Oh, we're getting blurry. Um, it almost feels like it's not that it's not a time to make it's Libra season. Though it's like it's that energy of justice that's been coming out on the other channel lately. Where it's like what was The action, no, gosh, if I could talk, that would be great. The effects of all of the causes are going to start coming in. And so, with the Two of Swords behind the anchor, it's almost like there's nothing that needs to be done or decided right now. It's all just going to happen. The wheel has already been set in motion. There you go. Type of energy. Eve, I wish we could like hang out, or like I wish I had your number or something. It's, ooh, girl, it's fine. Wait, are you on Discord, Eve? I literally opened up the Discord app not that long ago. Like literally maybe 20 minutes ago. Because if you are, I could just message you over there. And be like, Eve, oh my gosh. Type, 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 type. Yeah, you are. You are, because I saw your picture over there. Okay, all right. Yep, Everlong Mystic. There you are. Because, girl, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Life will continue to unfold in the way that it is unfolding, and it's unfolding in a very not too strange way. So I'm just going to keep these. So I don't want this to be too long because I am going to try to do all 12 signs over there. Oh, look at this. The Wildling. The Wildling comes out. So we got a bit of cohesion here, which I love. See, the interesting thing is, I almost pulled this book, but I didn't. And I was like, oh, I should. And now I am. Or I won't. Yes, I am. I am. I will. This has to be. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe two. With the Two of Swords behind the Emperor, maybe there was like. I mean, it's the same energy, but it's like maybe there was a time where we had to be a lot more business slash work, and we're going to be coming into a season of play. I mean, it's kicking off harvest season. It's the autumn, right? You plant the seeds in the spring, tend to it in the summer, and you reap in the fall. You take a break in the winter, and you start it all over again in the spring, the next spring. But you want to make sure that you plant enough in the spring to last you through the winter. And you want to make sure that, well, this part feels less resonant, but we also want to make sure that when we're in the season of harvest, that we save enough for the winter time. You know what I mean? Don't blow it all in one place type of energy. Again, feels a little less like don't blow it all in one place and more like, yeah, like the work has already been put in. So it's a time to enjoy. The Wildling. Pulling the Wildling card indicates a time to connect to the most primal parts of yourself. This may mean you need to detach a bit from people around you so you can hear the whispers of your deepest knowing without the influence of others. Hearing the whispers of your deepest knowing without hearing the influence of others feels it. The Wildling is raw, empowered, and independent. Many people are intimidated by them because they need little from others and prioritize radical freedom, which can be unsettling as most of society operates within unspoken expectations and contracts. The wildling burns the contract and heads into the woods. Wildling comes to us as an ally when we need to break free of the systems that limit us. The wildling within us remembers a time where we lived with the land, when we walked barefoot, when our lives are in alignment with the natural world. Wildling is a call for remembrance. A good way to invoke wildling is to dive deeper into our body and hear what it needs from us on our most primal level. A balanced wildling prioritizes freedom but remains grounded. They possess as instinct. They possess an instinct that may not make sense to others, but never leads them astray. They are present to their own emotions and needs and will spend time on their personal development. So, what? Oh, snap. Well, if I'm here, hopefully I'll be here because I only have my job until December. Well, I get actually tomorrow is when I'll find out when my official last day is. But right now it's like mid December. And who knows where I'll be, I guess is all I'll say right now. But Michigan is gorgeous. I might, well, I guess the cemetery is here, but I might try to get to Michigan. And we could just meet there. That's exciting though. Excuse me. So now let's get some cards from over here. Oh, are those going to be in reverse? Did y'all just turn in reverse? Oh, they were turning. Turning. Ooh, okay, yeah. Who knows what, springtime will bring? Yeah. That's some awesome on the fall equinox. In Ann Arbor. Oh, snap. I had a buddy who went to the University of Michigan at that campus. Well, he went there, and then I found out it seemed like five other people that I knew were like also there or going there, like had just moved there when he went there. So I wouldn't mind going to Ann Arbor, especially if I have a friend in the Detroit area, Riwa. She was an RA. We were RAs together. I can talk to her in a minute. She's a Leo. Okay. So on the other side of this wildling, maybe that's another thing too. Okay. Sovereign of coins. Which is the energy of the queen of coins, but we'll keep it as sovereign. Because the wildling was all about freedom. So this is the one. It's like the things in the past, the choices and decisions and emperor energy that we were in the past, even if it didn't necessarily make sense to other people, even if it didn't necessarily make sense to ourselves, but we trusted a feeling, a knowing, or whatever. And as everything is starting to like play out, or things are starting to happen, we might actually see, notice, or experience a certain type of easiestly read financial freedom, um, but more so like a way of life or a quality of life or something like that. We might find ourselves not only in a place of some kind of stability and security, but we might also find ourselves in a position to share something with others. It doesn't necessarily have to be financial, it could be wisdom or whatever. But it's almost like the strength that it took to walk one's own path is now opening up. Like that path is like it's reaching a clearing if we've been hacking through the forest, or there's a light at the end of the tunnel if we've been trekking in the dark with nothing but trust. So yeah, definitely like rewards coming in. Um, this is gorgeous. I do still feel like there's something in this. Because it's focusing on the third eye, or like the four wands at the top are coming out of the third eye of this ram skull over here. See the third eye? There we go. That's not present on the other one. So it could be the space of things that like we saw, and again, the knowing things that we knew didn't necessarily know how or why. Now it's going to be coming into fruition. Maybe there was something that we were manifesting, and there was a period of overcoming challenge or showing up that had to be done, both to like do our part in making that thing a reality, to prove maybe something to ourselves, to position us in a certain way, whatever. Um, but it feels like it's interesting because the sovereign implies some kind of freedom or some kind of ability to make choices and decisions for oneself, or to take actions that are more easily to take actions with outcomes that are more easily predictable because it's less unknown. But it feels like a very shared experience in the sovereign of coins. Also makes me think of the high priestess and the magician and the tarot of the abyss, but also there was another card, I already forgot what it was. The nine of cups, or the nine of pentacles. The nine of pentacles, the one who's offering like the bird, and the tarot of the abyss. I almost wonder too. I think there's a. I know there's a withdrawal card. It almost feels like there's a retreat energy here too, because the Emperor Aries energy is like it takes a step back. So again, just I don't know. Maybe focus on or prioritize enjoying life, enjoying the fruits of your our labors at this time. And then maybe it's like we can step away from something and it won't fall apart. So the precious offering, you that card actually came out. Was that the Rainbow Bender reading for Scorpio? Because I know you've gotten it recently, but I didn't think it was Pisces or Taurus. But it might have been for Taurus. Because I haven't seen Pisces yet. Or was that Dark Eve Tarot? I don't even know which channel it was on anymore. I just know that I remember it came out for you. I feel like this is, I don't know. You don't remember? I guess to be fair, like, I didn't know that you were like uploading as often as you upload on the other channel too. I'm like, oh my gosh. But yeah, you pre record them like, you schedule everything too. So when you actually read it, who knows when that was. I just saw it. But anyway, um, use the deck on Dark Eve. Okay. So then it was probably Pisces, maybe. Because I think you recently uploaded Pisces on that channel. Or was I watching a Noah video? I don't even know. It's fine. It's funny that it's a precious offering, though. Because, so I was doing I Chings at work. Because, what else would I do on my break, I guess? And I got an I Ching one day, I think, and it was like the ablution has been done, but the offering hasn't yet been made. And I was like, okay. And then, life happens. And so, oh, you just publish when you upload. Okay, gotcha. That makes sense. I mean, also, I could see you scheduling on both of them because you're that amazing. And I'm like, I could not. I used to do uploads. I never scheduled them, but I did uploads back in the day. But then like lives just became easier because I didn't have to wait for it to upload or something. I forget why. I feel like I was using my iPad or something. I don't remember. Uh, I kind of want to get back into pre-recorded. So I like do them every now and then. But anyway, I had a dream last night. I can almost remember it. It's so weird. Like I had a dream that I gave up my physical form to create a universe or something. And then I was like in that universe and I met someone and it was like it's like I didn't have a name or something. I guess since I sacrificed my physical form, I've sacrificed lost a few things. Um and so like when I went to go like introduce myself to the other person or when we interacted, there was like a generic sort of thing. And I was like, oh, I guess that's how it translates without the name or whatever. It was so weird. It was so weird. So I get 6 notifications in 24 hours rather than three. Gotcha. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. That is like every time, every morning I wake up, that's like one of the first things I check. I check my little YouTube notification to see what sign Everlong Mystic has uploaded. I think I still got to ring the bell for. Well, I like the surprise of Dark Eve Tarot because if I'm like, oh, it isn't Taurus or Pisces, I'm like, oh, well, let me open up my subscription box to see if if Dark Eve has something for me today. I honestly do, and then I'll watch it as or I'll listen to it as I'm getting ready in the morning. It is one of my favorite things to do, just to wake up and see who's up. Yeah, but yeah, that dream was weird. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. I felt like it would be a little more whatever over here, but lately it's just been like, yeah, like good work. You did it. Things are gonna happen as things unfold. Just know that you're ready for them. Um, know that you may not necessarily have to push as hard or try as hard or put as much in. It's definitely like it's a time of receiving. It seems like in this harvest season, but as we receive something because of the sovereign of coins, it's like as we receive, we also want to make sure. I guess going back to that energy of the winter too, we want to make sure we're at least in an energy to continue receiving. Like whatever we're going to be coming into the season of, or whatever is going to be coming in, like it's not the be all end all. Like there's more. But also at the same time, it's like, don't be afraid to take it easy, Enjoy the fruits of your labors. I feel like, was that on the other channel? Yes, it was. It was a card. Something about the fruits of your labors. Or was that over here? I don't know anymore. Statistics and probability would say it was on the other channel. But this is where I end this beautiful, beautiful. And again, the fact that we're entering Libra season coming out with Aries energy and the Eight of Wands is interesting. Oh. So it's also an energy of like that which benefits us, benefits all. Right? Because the anchor, the emperor, Aries is the individual. Libra is like well, I guess Aquarius would be more of the collective. Libra is like the in between. It's others. Community is Libra. The collective at large might be a little bit more Aquarius, but it's the self and the collective. But with that Sovereign of Coins, with the nurturing and the Queen of Pentacles, her growing others, other things, yeah. What benefits the self benefits all. And maybe that's another reason why things are going to speed up again, because like that's what came out last time. It was like, we get so close to the veil and then we're just fished right up out the water. It's like, oh yeah, you're ready. Like, come on in. Like, and you're like, maybe it's one of those things where like you're rehearsing what you're gonna say over and over and over again, and you're like kind of sort of nervous and kind of sort of freaking out a little bit, and you're like trying to pump yourself up, and then like you walk up to the door and you haven't yet worked up the courage to ring the doorbell, but someone just opens it and they're like, hey, like we've been waiting for you, come on in. Or it's like you got to say something, you got to tell somebody something, and it's like there's not as much of an argument, or it's received a lot better, a lot quicker than you think, or the other person's like, oh my gosh, I was literally thinking the same thing. So glad to hear we're on the same page. And you're like, but I came up with like 15 different really good reasons that like I was ready to convince you of this, and you're down. It's like, yeah. I was like, oh, okay, well, love that energy. So yeah. Yeah. Oh, Chino. Chino's like, yeah, that's confirmation. I mean, not that that would suck, but destruction and the sage at the cut. I like how they both like have this little thing at the bottom. Oh, they're hawks. I've always seen this as like two eyes and like maybe the brow of an owl or something. But it can also be like two hawks or falcons like looking at each other in profile. And each one, the swords have become wands, and each one has two teeth dangling by them. Teeth represent wisdom, things learned by experience, and the sage. And with the moon and the sage, this is an energy. It's almost like appearances can be deceiving, but it's more like it's easiest to read it as like knowing that if something is falling apart, then that means that the divine is preparing something better for you. But it's almost like it's not beyond that, but it's a little different in a way. It almost becomes like a feeling that what is happening, like there's something more, something that hasn't yet revealed itself. So maybe the sage can meet the energy of destruction with anticipation. Which again, like we still can, but I don't know. Anyway, like Green Man a bit. I should go and find my fairy tarot. What did you say? Dreamy mystical. I heard cherry mystical. During a nap dream. Oh snap! Oh snap! Your spiritual woodsman was your spiritual woodsman on the mountain. I've been like, I've been wanting to go lucid I mean, like, I go to bed and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do this, and then like I forget. So I haven't had a lucid dream, but after like that one night or those like 2 nights, I forgot to like go looking. You know what I mean? It wasn't until you said that I was like, oh yeah. Oh snap! Spirit pulling back the curtain. They said, "You are ready. You've been asking." Okay. Excuse me. So that's it for this. Thank you, Eve, for being here. It's always a pleasure. Um, like I had another dream the other night too, and I'm just like, wait. There have been some like way experiences lately, and I'm like, I'm going with it. Okay, partially tired, partially, I don't know. Like yesterday was weird. Yesterday too. Today it started out kind of the same, but then I got like I thought I was gonna have to be at work later than I wanted to be today. But then I got some good news, so I was in a good mood. I was like, "Oh snap! I'm going home today." Woo! Anyway, it was a pleasure. I was gonna say like I don't know. I was like low key hoping for, expecting something a little more profound, maybe. Um, but maybe it's profound in its own way. I mean, it is, but yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one. And for anyone who might watch this later, I hope you have a good one whenever you see this. I hope you're acting in. I hope you have been acting in alignment to make all that you wish to experience your reality. Because it seems like the season of reality is like coming. I wanted to say like the series of reality. Yeah, and like I feel like there's still something there. There's something there that I can't. It's like I can get the mental image of it, but I don't know necessarily how to communicate. Oh, well, I guess I'm on this channel, so I could have dug deeper into it, but I'm I'm trying to get through 12 signs tonight. So I'm like I'm trying to end it so I can go with it. Oh, and I already put them in the deck and shuffled it. Cause there's almost like in the Emperor Aries, the anchor. That's a very like face to face, more like person to person, person in the environment. I'm trying to not say 3D, but it's a more 3D interaction. And then with the Eight of Wands, with that third eye Aries Ram skull, it's not. It's almost more on the other side. Yeah, I'm trying to. We'll see. Oh, it's already 9 o'clock. It's 8:40. We'll see how many I get through. I might do like as many as I do and then finish it tomorrow. Because I'm trying to go to work on time tomorrow, but also at the same time, there's stuff I would have to do later. So then I was like, well, I can like split my day in half. I can do like 8 to noon and then come back, go back and do like, oh, well, maybe like what's 9 minus 4? 5 to 4. We'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna do the 12s. I'm gonna do as many signs as I can over there. But yeah, the Eight of Wands is like, it's like if there's a piece of us on both sides of the veil, then that piece is on that side, the anchor is on this side, and then the wildling maybe connects the two of them together. And that's what gives us the energy of that sovereignty in the realm of coins. Or like maybe the sovereignty in the realm of coins is a manifestation of those two pieces sort of working together in an active way because it's Aries energy. And it's interesting because, again, like we're coming into harvest season. Like the only thing you do in harvest season is like harvest and eat, right? There's nothing to necessarily tend to or take care of. So it's interesting that the opposite would be like coming in, but something gifted, something granted, something bestowed. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. As things to continue to unfold, I have a feeling like something is going on in the internal space. There are some internal rumblings. If the gate of Sahakiel and the standstill didn't necessarily say as much yesterday, but I should have dug more into it. But it's fine. So, but yeah, I see y'all when I see ya. I'm gonna go start that other stream now. Bye bye.